Welcome back. Here we are in the Crimson Ghost mask room. Yes. We are going to talk about a few things. This won't be a really long video, just short but sweet. Cool stuff will be shown. Something extremely rare will be shown. I scored something pretty rare. This has been the week for rare scores. There's going to be a follow-up video early in the week coming up where I scored some rare skulls. Rare because of the condition of the skulls. Down post stuff. Today, though, we're going to talk about good old Death Studios and masks from Creepshow, which we just did a huge Creepshow episode recently. I showed the posters, the standee, I showed all the masks I had, but I was missing one mask, okay, out of that lineup on the floor. I'll show you a picture of the lineup, and believe it or not, if you're looking at the three companies there, I was kind of missing one, you know, and I never thought I would. I've been searching for this thing for a long time. In this episode, I'm going to tell you exactly how I got it. I'm going to show it to you right after a word from our sponsor. Alright, tonight's episode is brought to you by SICCO Masks. Yes, Andrea SICCO. He's my friend in New York. Andre is awesome, and he makes awesome masks. He's a very talented sculptor. He's also an amazing musician. Like, this guy is... When I first started noticing him on Facebook, I'm like, this dude's cool, you know? Not many people stand out like me where I say, you know what, that guy's really cool. So Andre makes, he has a knack for sculpting these amazing topstone masks, okay? Like, he'll do his version of classic Keith Ward topstones, like the Cyclops, for instance. So I'm going to put his Instagram name on the screen. I urge you to go check him out. He's honestly, I met him in person. He's from Italy. He's been living in New York for many years, and he is just one of the coolest people I've met in a long time. And I didn't even know he was making masks until one day he just put up this mask he sculpted. I'm like, holy cow, look at that, you know. And he makes really cool stuff. This mask here, I'm going to open. I've been waiting to open this whole time because I knew I would do a little segment on it. Andre. Okay, there's his header card. He bags them nicely. And it's like getting an old mask, you know, from a store. This, you may have already figured out, is the one and only Lux interior from one of my favorite bands of all time, The Cramps. And he made like 3 versions of this. I'm like, dude, that's the one. I was gonna buy one of his masks. I kept looking at different ones, and then he did the Lux mask, and I said, I gotta have it. It's nice and thick. The size is great. Look at him. I don't have the biggest head in the world, but it's medium size. And just nice work. Nice, you know, all around, nice paint, everything. Smells good. Smells good. And Andre SICCO gave me the buttons. He gave me SICCO horror mask button and freaking stickers. Alright, cool. To add to my sticker collection. So, once again, go check out, like, this looks totally different than his Topstone stuff. His Topstone stuff, I'm going to put pictures on the screen. He makes these great vintage looking Topstone pieces, you know, and other monsters. But totally talented guy, and I'm going to tell you, one of the nicest guys I've met in the hobby in a long time. He showed up at Mask Fest. He's like, I'm only here for 2 hours. I'm like, oh my god, they missed their first flight or something, so he had to run through the show, but thank goodness we got to meet in person finally. So Andre, you're the best, dude. You're a, as we say in the hobby, you're a cool motherfucker. Mask Deluxe. This is deluxe version. SICCO. Quality latex mask. Made in Brooklyn, New York, USA. Handmade by SICCO. Andre, couldn't wait to give you a shout out. Now we're going to talk about the recent score. My buddy was talking to me on the phone the other night, and he's like, I think I'm going to sell some masks, you know. And I'm like, oh, that's nice, you know. And he tells me, I'm going to sell this Death Studios Creepshow piece. And I'm like, whoa, wait, what did you say? And he goes, yeah, I'm gonna ask, he goes, yeah, I'm gonna sell it. He's trying to fund some amazing piece he's looking at. And I go, dude, I've been searching for this thing for like 3 years now. So Topstone made their Creepshow pieces. Distortions made the Creepshow pieces. I showed you all of those in the big Creepshow video I did. However, Death Studios also made Creepshow pieces. If you remember in the last video, I only had one of them. One out of the two from the original Savini molds. And the one I have, oh shit. The one I have is this incredible version of Jeff's Fluffy. Death Studios is Fluffy. This is incredible. This is like the nicest Death Studios Fluffy I've ever seen. I've owned about 3 from Jeff over the years, but this one's crazy. I gotta be so careful. Like, it's old, and it has an exquisite hair job. Like, it's got hair, little parts that I don't think they normally would have. So I don't know if Jeff haired this, or if Frank from the Frankenstein had Laura Lady mess with the hair on this. Someone did tell me Jeff did use this hair, I think, back then. I just don't remember. But man, this thing's crazy. So obviously, if I have this one, the other one must be... Come here. This thing's not only rare, it is brand new. Oh, look at that. This is crazy, man. So, I could not believe my friend just casually goes on the phone, hey, I'm thinking of selling my Death Studios Nate. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I said, name your price right now. Whatever you want. I don't care, I'll pay it. And he, you know, it wasn't cheap. Definitely the most expensive Death Studios piece I've ever bought. But not insane. You know, it was like the price of a really nice Don Post piece, you know. I could not be happier with what I had to pay for it. I could have been happier, but man, he goes, it's thick, it's super thick. He says it's black latex, old black latex, and it's just gorgeous. I'd say in the past couple years, I started noticing how rare this damn mask was. And I got real deal Savini blank from Tom's mold here. But, so it's like I've got Nate. I've got the Topstone Nate. The man. Now I have the complete set here of Jeff's Creepshow mask, which is Creepshow masks, which is freaking crazy. Oh my God. I told my friend, I'm like, I can't believe we just happened to, I don't talk to him that often, you know, but I'm sure glad I did talk to him this week though, because if I saw he sold this to someone else, I probably would have lost my mind. That's how it goes. So yeah, look at these babies. Two amazing copies of Jeff's Creepshow masks. Fluffy and Old Nate from the Father's Day segment. We'll take a comparison next to Tom Savini's original casting. And then, you know, watch soon because there's going to be some amazing Don Post stuff hitting the collection this week. New old stock masks. Still tagged, fresh vintage vinyl that looks like it was made yesterday, but it's all old stuff from the 80s. I think late 70s and early 80s. We'll see. So, anyway, I had to get a video out to you guys because it's been like a week. Things got busy. The holiday season's kicking in for me. Alright, so let's take a look at both of these in detail, up close. Look at those things, man. God, I can't believe I got a freaking Death Studios Nate. This is crazy. So Jeff, I should tell you the different. I'll show you the differences when I bring Tom's out.
because Jeff changed it up a bit when he did his release. And that's going to be one of the telltale signs that you have a Death Studios Nate and not a Top Stone and not a Distortions version, okay? All right, let's grab Tom's Nate real quick. Set that down. Let's put old Fluffy back. It's getting so cramped in here, Jesus. I've been trying to organize this place and clean stuff out. I'm actually emptying a section of shelves out and selling some masks. All right, kids. Let's get the old camera back here. So, Jeff. So this is a legitimate vintage pull from Tom Savini's mold. And I had, in that video I showed last time, I was saying, man, I wonder if Jeff sent this to Frank back then. No, and now I know exactly why, because I forgot that Jeff did what I'm going to show you. Jeff added teeth into the sculpture. Okay, Tom's had no teeth, and he added extra moss, like all over the rib cage and the shoulders, on the arm. See, there's nothing here. So, study those, because that is, if you ever find one of these, now you're going to know, like, okay, that's definitely Jeff's version. You know, nice set of choppers in there, and all the extra mold and gooey stuff from the grave when he came out. Now, the Top Stone version, you say, well, how do I know if I have this or the Top Stone? The Top Stone, Nate, is real flimsy. You know, he's real thin and just way bigger than either of those two. Like, it's a blown up version. Not the greatest looking Nate, but if you foam fill those Top Stone ones, they come out looking amazing. So keep that in mind. If you ever find one, it's like distorted, try to foam fill it or have someone fill it, and it'll look amazing. So look at that. Isn't that cool? Again, this thing is so damn rare. I think I've only seen like a couple in the Death Studios group, besides the one my friend owned. And they just do not pop up. It's crazy. So, had to do this, had to do the comparison for you guys, show you the major differences between Jeff's version and Tom's original. This is probably crooked, you guys, but anyway. So that's that. That's that for this quick episode. Again, look up my buddy Andre on Facebook and Instagram. Give him a follow. He's a very, very good person. Very trustworthy guy, and an amazing musician and wonderful human being. Okay? I'm going to be back in the swing of things, doing more videos now. Lots of masks coming in, new stuff. I just bought a bunch of old masks at an old farmhouse in the middle of Illinois, right across the street from cornfields. Went down to an old basement, and I got pictures of where all these cool masks were sitting that I bought. So maybe we'll do that on the next episode. Another Rare Death Studios piece was just sitting down there collecting dust, and gosh, awesome stuff. I love finding them in the wild like that. That's the best. So again, thank you for watching. This was a short video. Had to show this sucker off. I'm dying to put pictures out there, but I'm going to do the video first, put it online, and then I'll start showing him off in the groups with the good old Death Studios Fluffy next to him. All right, everybody. Thank you, and good night.